Hello everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're taking you on a wild ride of high-stakes international missions. Lights off. We're relying on the moonlight to guide us, because if we light up, we'll be like a moth to a flame. Out of nowhere, the tower quits on us, and Libo looks like a crazy octopus trying to shine a flashlight, making everything worse. Amid the chaos, Libo and Little Mustache lose their way. Captain Dragon Awakened pulls out a rocket launcher, as if to say, let's spy. Taking advantage of the chaos, everyone bolts like it's a race, but Libo and Little Mustache end up taking an unexpected dive off a cliff. Thankfully, the protagonist always saves the day. The two are okay. Walter finds out via satellite that they're safe, just a bit lost. After a night of running around, they finally reach the destination, only to find the fighter jets has turned into a pile of scrap. Walter, seeing the charred pilot, wonders, what's going on? A cutting-edge stealth jet with a 3-year-old drive? Absurd. With the classified files gone, Morgan finds traces of blood. Looks like the rebels made off with both the files and the pilots. The team has to pivot and play rescue mission, but how can just the few of them rescue someone from the enemy stronghold? Walter locates the black box, and the team launches into action, while the pilot, smelling the spoiled food, just opts to pretend he doesn't see it. The Special Forces team is completely clueless as they stumble onto a legendary minefield, but Scorpio isn't your average Joe. Mines leak corrosive materials, so no plants grow above them. They just need to carefully hop onto the grass. Just as they are about to escape the minefield, Captain Dragon Awakened steps carelessly onto a patch of dirt next to the grass, and suddenly he's frozen in place. Walter checks and finds the mine senses pressure and has a 30-sec countdown. Dragon Awakened urges escape, but Walter tries to defuse it. The tension has everyone's hair standing on end. Thankfully, it's a dud. As night falls, they head towards the rebel base. They must quietly infiltrate, or things could turn ugly. Dragon Awakened and Walter begin their stealthy entry, only to find the camp completely empty. Is the intel wrong? They are both baffled, and that's when Walter notices something strange about the manhole cover in the center. When they lift it, they hear moans from below. The pilot is being tortured by the rebels. It seems they haven't cracked the classified files yet. Dragon Awakened prepares to move but is stopped by Walter. If they accidentally turn on the power, it could be game over. They have no choice but to hide and wait for it. Meanwhile, Morgan is searching for a getaway and finds a clunker. He tries to start it, but it's completely unresponsive. Back at base, Big Strong hears about this and starts brainstorming wildly, asking what supplies they have on hand. He suddenly remembers the legendary Hooch elasticity law. Braid toilet paper into a braid for a fan belt. Walter and others are spotted by the rebels as they leave. Looks like there's no way to escape cleanly today as the rebels surround them. The antagonist launches an attack on Dragon Awakened, seemingly for the pilot's sake. Walter can't take it anymore and steps in, claiming to be the software expert there to help. If they let him off the hook, he'll spill the password right. The rebels agreed. Walter operated it and triggered self-destruct instantly, waiting till the bar finished. The hard drive suddenly goes blank, and Dragon Awakened feels invincible with his stick. In 3 steps, he's victorious, taking down a bunch of rebels as if he's just swatting flies. Just as things heat up, the antagonist pulls out a gun. With the threat just 3 steps away, he knows surrender is the only. In a critical moment, Walter seizes the opportunity. He pours a bucket of fuel on the antagonist and lights him up. Dragon Awakened charges forward with his big electric power technique, making a narrow escape with the injured pilot. As they leave, Libo and Little Mustache have been waiting. This mission was a home run aside from a few scrapes. They lost no one. Scorpio has once again saved the day for the country with their wits, but then, bad news strikes. A secret nuclear base in Iceland has been breached by hackers, and 50 nukes are perilously entering launch sequence. The soldiers are terrified, but thankfully, the last layer of the password hasn't been cracked yet. The higher-ups in national security are alarmed, and the Scorpio team is summoned to investigate. Walter discovers in the code that someone attempted a nuclear alarm hack. They didn't succeed, but how did they know the exact location of the nuclear alarm? Everyone is puzzled, so Morgan digs up an old tale from 16 years ago. Years ago, the president was assassinated. Agents took fatal hits for him. The supposedly lost briefcase hides a bigger secret. That briefcase, known as the football, holds all the coordinates and controls for the nuclear warheads, and it must never leave the president's side. They thought that briefcase was lost, but it seems the football has been in the wrong hands all along. They've been waiting for 16 years to hack the system, and they were so close to succeeding. If they crack the password and hit that remote launch button, it'll be the end of the world. The only solution is to find the launch case. To defuse the crisis, they seek out the agent who shielded the president, but he suffered brain damage and can't recall anything from that day. Little Mustache, a genius in the medical field, realizes it's not amnesia but a subconscious block. With the right triggers, he can recall everything. So, they gather batteries and wires. They attempt to stimulate his brain cells with electrical currents, hoping to jog his memory about that day. Given that the indoor temperature was extremely high that day, it was impossible for anyone to be wearing gloves. Consequently, the search scope is instantly narrowed down, and Morgan takes the geniuses to the archives. But after searching for ages, they can't find anyone with blue fingers until they stumble upon an agent hospitalized for heart issues. This agent had taken glycerol for his heart condition. Someone with this ailment shouldn't be a secret agent. What was this cover-up for? Little Mustache has a bright idea and tracks the agent. Seeing his target, he grabs his hand fresh from an ice bucket. The agent is panicking, and when Morgan raises his increasingly blue finger, the agent bolts. Terminator Morgan isn't one to go easy. He captures the quick-footed agent in just 3 seconds. Back at base, Morgan discovers that the traitor's family was wrongfully imprisoned, and he was willing to betray his country for the sake. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to like and subscribe. More exciting content is waiting for you.